Hello, and welcome back, everyone. The name's Kahenkio, the game's Pokemon Duel. How are you doing today? Because I'm feeling great, and I'm doing fine. And soon, I'm gonna be going to work, and that's gonna be great. But for now, I always have a special announcement to make at the beginning of every episode, and I always forget it because I don't put them down in some notes. I should start making notes. But if I remember it during the episode, I will definitely let you know. As for Twitter, this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna mention Twitter, because it's getting annoying. Even I'm getting annoyed by Twitter. But I started using Twitter recently. I got maybe 10 followers. The thing is, I want to put content that is not going to be airing on YouTube, just on Twitter. So everybody who follows me there will get something exclusive, okay? Yesterday, it was a little bit of an AI match that actually carried me up to this rating. By the way, these are my records. I want to have them on camera for myself. I have the best win streak of 16, currently 15, so I'm currently on a 15 winning streak running. Wins this month 108. My highest rank is 32-39, which is the highest I ever been. You're the witness to that. And we're standing on rank 128. That is also currently the highest rank that I've been after a while into the month. I don't think I'm going to be keeping it, but I think I will be trying to surpass it. The thing is, I just played to get myself a booster to pop so they don't stay empty since I have 4 spots. And maybe I play one more game, win or lose, I just get myself the luck booster unlocked. More mods means more chances to go further. So, exclusive content on Twitter will be aired immediately as fast as I make it or get it or whatnot, such as yesterday McMurder. You got the video, yes, but that will not happen again. Only Twitter exclusives will get it right away, and then it might or might not get into the next episode of Pokemon Duel in this channel, because I don't want to litter the channel with 30 seconds videos or non-commentary videos or whatever. So, as for that, we clarify. Another thing about Twitter is that I will be doing Twitter battles as well. So, at random points that I decide I want to duel anybody of you and you're available, I will post a question. Anybody up for a duel? And anybody who is up for a duel can message me and we can set it up straight away and play a game or two. What happened actually yesterday? Carebear and Domlo responded and we played a couple of games. I'm going to showcase those 2 games today because so many of you asked for me to make a grass deck. And what I did, I went here, pressed the grass here, where is it? And put all the Pokemon I could freaking think about that could actually make sense in a deck. So I just click Pokemon. Then I added my plates to have a double chance hurdle jump, Pokemon Switch, and Gold Block. And I went ahead and played a few games with them. So I will try to commentate on a recording, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But let's just jump into the battles. But first, we got a special one. Yesterday, I asked a question on Twitter with a screenshot. What will happen next? I will showcase the exact moment where I said that. But this is the match that climbed me a little bit higher than 32-22. That my AI actually got me to. So we have the Noctis with the Deoxys deck and Zekrom Reshiram. And he's very protective of his Speed Deoxys. I will not allow him to do the rush towards the little spot behind my Greninja. That's why I put my Greninja so aggressively. Further, it's not the classic move I do. It's just something I do right now. So as he deploys his Deox A, I'm really tempted to what to do. Either save the Respin and get myself a Metagross out, or take the spot and deploy Mew. So what I decided to do is deploy the Metagross and then hurdle jump with my Greninja, because I saw he didn't attack with the Deox A, which doesn't make sense to me. You want to be favorable and kill anything that is very close to you, and then, you know, save your point because you have the Deox Speed A, Deox Speed form. But I hurdle jump away, and here he decides to go balls deep, and he's like, hey, I'm going to double chance and kill you because I don't want to lose my Deox Speed form to Ace around. So he goes and he rolls a Dimensional Sleep to my Hydro Pump, and then he rolls the freaking Psycho Boost. I'm like, please no, don't win yet. So I don't know what to do here. So I deploy my Sceptile a little bit to the side. I don't want his other Deox speed form to be rushing through down that lane. That was mainly the option I was thinking about. And I'm very, very sad about it now because the way turns have ended and his Reshiram Zekrom are on the loose. They could potentially get on the field at any given point. He hurdle jumps, I see again and remind myself that he has double, so I need to goal block right now. I do the goal block, and the question remains, what do I do now? You guys know what I do now. You definitely know what I'm going to do now. That's exactly what I was going to do. Like, this is something I'm going to be trying every single time I see an opportunity like this. I'm going to be attacking, I'm going to be waiting, and I'm going to be expecting that blue roll. So, I go ahead with the double chance. I get myself a shuttle flip. First roll. It was 1 in 4 chances. Maybe 1 in 5 because the Deox also has a little dodge to go neutral. And I grab myself a win. That's just how much of a cheeky bastard I am. In any case, the second or the first Twitter match was against Carebear. Carebear also has a YouTube channel. He does music videos. He complains his rolls are bad. But as you will see, his rolls aren't that bad. It's just... I didn't know what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to admit that I didn't know what I'm doing. I'm just deploying Pokemon. I'm reading on the move, I think, what half of them do. But it's a grass against grass deck. I use myself 2 Lilligans, a switch places Whimsicott. Yeah, I really like... I remember Leafeon's ability, but I'm like, hey, is it true? Okay, let's see. It's true, yeah, it works like that. So I use my Whimsicott, my own Leafeon, with only 1 chain level, and of course the Sceptile. So I'm really not sure what I want to do here. I'm like checking again. Okay, I do this and I'm manipulative. Okay. So let's just go here. Maybe that Leafeon just jumps away to my entry point, which will make me defend. Or if he doesn't do anything with the Leafeon, I could surround with my own Leafeon. But he's smart enough. He backtracks. I would advance. I'm an aggressive player. You know that. I want to put pressure on your own goal and do whatever I want. So here I decide not to risk for the Destiny Bond. I do the manipulative. And since every single one except the Crobat is a grass Pokemon, I have the chance to deploy whatever the hell I want. So I deploy my Whimsicott from the bench on the field with the ability of Trevenant. This apparently wasn't well known. Care Bear told me he didn't even know that. So he might even switch the Venusaur for that. But it doesn't matter that he didn't... stealth hit and jump again away from my Whimsicott because I just hurdle jump and surround and took the entry there. Now he has 2 options. He can either defend or take my spot because what I'm thinking about right now, of course, he's not a new player to the game. You know what most Pokemon do. So I'm guessing he already knows what Whimsicott does when changed places with the ability. He changes places with someone of your adjacent Pokemon, and you can use it afterwards. So I was like cheekily trying to outplay him right there, right now, with the Whimsicott ability. Plus the Trevenant allows your Pokemon to go around on top of him, like jump around, like Torterra, but I don't think it allows the entry point shenanigans. So here I get put to sleep after I attack, and he gets my entry point, and I think... this is real bad because I have only 2 Pokemon on the defense. I have 2 Pokemon sitting there and he can advance like a crazy person right about now with his Grovyle, Sceptile, and Crobats and whatever not and start kicking my ass. And here I actually did a misplay. I put my Pokemon right in front of his Grovyle and if he had Hurdle Jump right there, I would probably have lost the game because there was no way I could surround that Grovyle and save myself from Leafeon. Because Leafeon is a 3-mover and he definitely could just move through and get my goal if I wanted to surround with my own Leafeon on the bottom side. But the thing is, I don't know exactly what I want to do here. I'm actually really... I don't know what I'm even doing. I'm just... What? Hello? Hi? What does this Pokemon do? But Care Bear, as always, goes ahead and defends his Pokemon like a crazy person. I attack here... hoping to kill this Crobat there because I don't like the spot this Crobat is in. I get the Shadow Flip roll. He actually gets the Shadow Flip roll, and I'm like, okay, Bye-bye, Whimsicott. I was so expecting the Leafeon surround right here that I was actually preparing to attack with my Trevenant and start killing that Leafy, because that Leafy has been a problem for me. But as you will see, there's going to be a double chance on something. There's going to be that, what do you call that Pokemon? Whatever. He's going to roll whatever he's going to roll. A dodge is not going to respin because I rolled the best case scenario, Leaf Blade. I don't remember that. Grovel, is that a Grovel? Grovel? I don't remember them, I'm sorry. But I say, hey, let's attack. I have the favorable matchup here. If he decides to switch me up, I can just win straight away. If I get a manipulative, I can just take his Leafeon the hell out of there. And or any other of my Pokemon, you know, maybe the Growl away or whatnot. He has a Hurdle Jump. He has the Sceptile to go for. I would go for the Hurdle Jump with the Venusaur, just to have still 2 Pokemon on the bench, because this is very risky. On the entry point, this is very risky, because if that happened there, or if it didn't happen, if it didn't kill me, and it was a neutral turn, I get myself a surround nonetheless. But if he jumped with the Venusaur, he would have had 2 Pokemon for me to get through. In any case, I don't know how interesting this was. I honestly didn't know what I'm doing. So let's just jump into the second match and see what happens there. Not this one with Dumliz. Dumliz is not a high-ranked player, but this game actually went to timeout. I couldn't beat him. So he made it very, very difficult for me to play against. I enjoy matches like this, like when I don't know, will I win or not? It's super crazy. He's ranked 2249. I'm guessing it's a he because on the Twitter it's a male picture. So if you're a she, I'm sorry, but I'm guessing you're a dude. You're writing in your description you're a father as well. So enjoy that. But I see he has some few grass Pokemon. This is a dark one. I didn't even know about that. This, when evolved, the ability is to move to your goal like a free goal block. And a purple that knocks you back or whatnot. But also a huge miss, which I do not actually like. Plus, if you get yourself a T-Tar, you evolve your stuff a lot easier. My computer just started working for no apparent reason. But we see the Greninja being deployed, and I deploy my Lilligant. It would be best to maybe move my Leafeon out there, the 3-mover, because he has a few grass Pokemon that I could pass through. A couple, actually. And if this happened again, yeah, now I decided to deploy my Leafeon. You see, that's why the commentary after battle sucks, because I don't remember what I did and why I did it. Like, now in my head, it makes sense for me to deploy Leafeon in the place of Lilligant, because then if he deployed a grass Pokemon, I would just straight away go to the entry point and hope for a dodge or a grass whistle to win the game. But now I'm like, okay, I did that, so I'm going to threaten the goal straight away. I know that I have a big chance of winning right there, unless I roll something ridiculously stupid. And the thing is, when you're threatening somebody's goal, you actually make them do desperate decisions. Like, this is a really nice spot for me. He can attack me with any Pokemon he wants. But the thing is, it's not his Pokemon, it's my Pokemon. I sent Leafeon there because he could get there. Plus, it has a Grass Whistle, which could put somebody to sleep, and a dodge. And I'm like wishing to roll a dodge. But there's a quick attack towards a Grass Whistle, which is very unfortunate for me. He got hit the favorable lucky roll. Those yellows with Grovyle and Sceptile roll exactly when they need them. I've noticed. Super good. He's going to get the evolution out of that, which is very scary for me. But the thing is, I see that he hasn't evolved that Pokemon too much. So there's a huge miss, meaning my Lilligant can still put him to sleep. My Lilligant can... I don't know if I had confusion. At that point, I thought Lilligant was... or it was in the previous match, was putting people to confusion, but it actually makes them sleepy. The other Phantom puts people under confusion. But I'm like, okay, I'm in trouble right now. What do I do? What do I want to do? Let's deploy the Trevenant and maybe attack the next turn with a Lilligant, hoping for a stealth hit, forcing him to jump. I'm like thinking to myself, maybe because he's a little bit low ranked, he doesn't know that you can stop the stealth hit or whatnot, end your turn without jumping. I'm hoping for ridiculous stuff like that. But I only get 2 Petal Dance spins. He gets 1 Leaf Blade, and I get knocked the hell out of the game, which is quite sad. And I'm like reading again. Okay, what do you do? What do you do? Okay, you spin. Right. Now's the time to learn, by the way. Now. After you're in a game already, it's the time to learn your Pokemon. So as you noticed, when somebody's getting close to my entry point, I don't like being jumped or soared over or whatnot. So what I prefer to do is put a Pokemon on my entry point and altogether seal that place for the enemies to advance. I don't want them there. That's what I did there with the Sceptile. I'm going to get attacked by this little beast, and I'm going to put him to sleep. And then, right about here, I realize the potential of this Lilligant Pokemon. The potential of this Pokemon is insane. You can put half of the team asleep, spin the other half to death, and you're going to be like, hey, I'm extra cool. I'm going to be doing like super good now. I think now I realized the potential of it, because now that I put it to sleep, I was thinking it's going to be a confusion for some reason. I don't know. But I'm going to get double chanced by a Moltres, and my Sceptile will try and not succeed. There's going to be a quick attack towards the Crushing Flames, and for the first time, I think I will see my Sceptile go down so ridiculously easy. But hey, we get our Leafeon back. We can still do this. Leafeon can jump around, do his own shenanigans. I'm not now actually in a dilemma. What do I want to do? Protect the sleeping target from not being waked up, or just attack the Mew and straight away threaten the goal? There's going to be a Shuttle Flip, unfortunately, and there's going to be a waking up of that other Pokemon. He doesn't care to surround me right about now with the Greninja, because that would allow me to get my Whimsicott to a favorable position on the entry point and give me another Pokemon back anyway. So he's just going to take himself the free wake up, and now my goal is threatened. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to keep knocking on that Mew door, which could be dangerous potentially, because if I roll the Sleep Powder towards his yellow, which happened, but not towards the yellow, I could potentially lose the game right there, because Moltres, then I don't have a way to defend him but attacking or goal blocking, and then there's going to be Sceptiles pouring through, the floodgates will open, and it could have potentially be very bad. So I decided to attack the Moltres, maybe put him to sleep there. And I see like this squad is very, very freakishly strong if you consider the fact that they put every Pokemon to sleep every other turn. So if you have somebody on the sides or whatnot, somewhere away, you can potentially do a lot of dirty things to them. I see here the chance to advance. He decided to surround that Lilligant there, which was a smart move. And now I want to put this guy to sleep. If I could put this guy to sleep, that'd be great. But he rolls a Torment, I rolled another thing, and I actually kick him off. I leave the Leaf Blade or whatnot, which is even better than just putting him to sleep, because the thing is, I haven't killed anything of his team. I've just been running around like a crazy person for the past, on his time, 3 minutes, on my time, 1 minute. But I see the Greninja coming strong, so I don't want him to wake up the Moltres just yet. I want him to be on an island right about now. I don't want that Moltres to wake up for the time being. I want to advance. I want to surround more Pokemon. I want to make my board present a lot stronger than his board present. So I now have the Whimsicott. He's going to Hurdle Jump with the Greninja. I don't understand this move. This is something that I would never do, because that. And now that the Moltres is on an island, I have 2 Pokemon in the PC. I am basically 3 versus 4 at this specific moment of time. And I could easily surround that Sceptile in 2 turns if he doesn't decide to do anything about it. But that would mean to enable the Moltres to be woken up. I don't know, I don't remember my thought process behind all of this, but what would be best to do right about now is to deploy the Lilligant a little bit higher, deploy the Whimsicott a little bit higher. He's going to get the favorable roll against my Trevenant, and I'm going to die, which means I now need to defend. And I go ahead and seal my entry point, as you already noticed me, I like to do. And I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to attack with that Sceptile and maybe hope for a cheeky jump? Because if he got the stealth hit right there on the Whimsicott, that would be really bad news for me. My Lilligant can't reach. My Leafeon could have probably used the Gold Block. But then the Moltres would be woken up. And I really am like, what am I even gonna do here? So I decide to move the Leafeon away and let the Muse accessible to the Moltres waking up because I want to surround this Sceptile. This Sceptile is being a problem right about now. But what I should have done earlier is to deploy some Pokemon upwards and closer to the enemy entry point so it cannot go ahead and deploy them down here. So if my Lilligant was one step upwards where that Mew is right now, I could have blocked this waking up. I could have, I'm very sorry, blocked the entry point right after that move, and I would force the enemy to be in a really bad spot. As for this, I get myself a Toxic against a Razor Relief. I hope for it to be neutral, but I'm gonna still get a Razor Relief, and now I do 1 damage, which is good enough only if the enemy rolls a miss. But there's gonna be that other Furky guy popping up, trying to get a cheeky evolution out of me. Furky, I don't even know what I said. Furky, it's a different name for this Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. There's going to be a Torment towards a Grass Whistle. We get a Wrist Spin. I get a Grass Whistle. He gets a Feint Attack, which is a miss. Oh, yeah, because that Torment thing is if it rolls again the same ability, it becomes a miss. That's exactly what the Torment does. So, he has 1 minute to go. I know that I can stall this game out, so I'm just going to go and defend right about here. I really have a hard time advancing with those enemies on the point. So what he wants to do is seal my entry points and start advancing. I know that he doesn't have a hurdle jump, so this Mew movement is kind of weird to me because there wasn't an attack afterwards. I check again just in case, but there wasn't any hurdle jumps. So I'm like, hey, let's block that entry point. Let's start pushing ourselves upwards anyway. We don't want to lose just yet. But there's the advance from the Moltres. I'm thinking there's going to be a Soar or whatnot, and if I don't do anything, I'm going to lose. And I don't want to risk being attacked and killed and, not being able to do anything. So I go block with the Whimsicott. Whimsicott is quite strong defender, spot holder, because of the huge purple and the huge dodges. I surround the Moltres. I should have done that the previous turn instead of the goal blocking. I should have just surrounded the Moltres, and keep the entry. But sometimes you don't see the stuff that's happening right in front of your nose, and you're like doing other things. And this enabled me to get myself 2 surrounds in 2 turns. And this is just shows when a player is not very experienced that he can lose Pokemon just like that. It takes him quite a while to attack as well. So I'm just going to take my chances here and start maybe attacking that Umbreon and get a cheeky win. I get 3 spins out of that. If it was a regular Sceptile and he rolled once, that could have been a neutral, but it's a buffed up Sceptile. He rolls twice, and my 3 turns weren't just enough. Lilligant is not working out for me. I've seen people spin some crazy amounts of damage, but not for me. As you see this game, this is maybe the second game I played with Lilligant, and it's not working for me well. So I get myself cycling the Trevenant, I don't know the name. So now I can actually be very relevant. If this had happened, I would be in a really tight spot, because if he killed my my Whimsicott right about there, there was no way beside the Lilligant to reach him and kill him. And the Lilligant could even die because or got a neutral because of that huge ass purple. There's going to be stealth hit towards Sleeping Powder, very unfortunate for me. But I don't think he's going to take it, or is he? He thinks about it. Huh. I don't remember. He's wasting time, and he has like 20 seconds to go. I don't know why it would take so long to decide whether you want to go or not. You have to do faster decisions. You have to think about your moves on your opponent's turn. Like, I have 3 minutes to go, and you're running out of time, and you're still thinking. You're not paying attention. I know it's a room match, but you're not paying attention. And that attack there probably wasn't even necessary. You could have advanced with Moltres and start pressuring me, but I still have my hurdle jump available. I'm going to hurdle jump there. I don't even know what I was thinking. I'm like, hey, there's 4 seconds. Let's just put pressure up on his goal so he's focused here and doesn't attack me. Because if that Greninja went on that Whimsicott, there was a high chance That could end up as a win. But anyway, that is going to be all for this episode. I'm going to tell it one more time. If you want to do some Twitter battles, just follow me on Twitter. I will definitely be trying to do something more there. Don't forget to tune up on Friday's stream. It's going to be happening 11 a.m. GMT +3. Maybe for some of you it's going to be late. Maybe for some of you it's going to be early. But that's the time that I can. I'm sorry, I'm from Europe. That's what happens. And yeah, as always, have a nice day.